What is up, my figure freaks, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an action figure surgery video. Shouts out to MDT for the awesome video idea here. I always customize my figures off camera. I rarely ever do this on camera. I think I've only done one other video of action figure surgery. So this year I'm going to try and do some more and do more of my work on camera so you guys can see what I can do and what I do to my figures, and you guys can give me some cool ideas yourself. So watch this video all the way through and comment down below if this is the type of content you like to see. And if you like to see the end results, please give me your own action figure customizing ideas down below in the comments. So first off, we're going to go through each figure and what I'm going to do to them, and then we're going to jump right into the customizing. Let's start off with Finn Balor here. Let's get him out the wheelchair. So basically, this Finn Balor, I already slightly customized already. If we can get that focus here. I did put Jey Uso legs on this Finn Balor already, so you could literally see the ankles. So we're just gonna do a little bit of a paint up. Honestly, we're gonna kind of go off the brain here. I'm gonna look up like a current Finn Balor logo, put it on his thighs. Probably get rid of the purple. I kind of just want this to be a black and white gear, so I'll keep the shoes white. Maybe give him some like ankle socks or something. But basically, we're just gonna be painting up some Finn Balor gear here. And there goes Roman. I'm gonna try my best not to knock everything over here. Honestly, it's just gonna fall. So the guys on the stretcher, Cody Rhodes, we're gonna do a head swap between these two. I always wanted to try and put like the AEW head scan on like a Mattel, but I just never tried. So today we're gonna try and just do a simple head swap there. Let's put them down to the side. AJ Styles, this is a very simple one. Honestly, I just want to put some chest hair on here because it was just missing from this figure. I don't know why they have a habit of like just leaving out the chest hair and like tattoos and stuff. And this is the big project of the day here is the Seth Rollins. Basically, this gear is like very, very inaccurate. Doesn't have a belt buckle. I would say they did the colors right on the tights here, but like as you can see here on the like vest, they did the colors wrong. Like they missed out the dark spots on here, so we're gonna color that, or should I say paint that. We're gonna add chest here. This figure has no chest here. We're gonna do a head swap with this older Rollins, so it's accurate. Obviously, we're going to try and paint the eyes blue too. They messed up the wrist tape on this. It's just a lot of things we're going to do. We're going to sculpt the belt buckle and like just do the whole shebang on this Seth Rollins. And let's just see how that goes out. And let's start this. Oh, and also the Roman fell over and I forgot to talk about him. But we're just going to add a fade to this head scan right here and do some head swaps at the end. But first, we're going to start with the Seth Rollins head scan and the Cody Rhodes head scan. Okay, let's try and do this on camera here. I heated them up. I don't know. Oh, crap. That one was a little hard to get off. I knocked into some other stuff over there. I'll worry about that later. I'm going to cut into all of these just a little bit. And the Seth Rollins head scans, I'm definitely going to try and make interchangeable. So let me cut to that. Oh my God. With a lot of work, I finally popped these head scans on. We'll take a closer look at those at the end when they're fully finished, especially this one with his little giraffe neck. We'll look into that one in a second as well. I think I'm going to try and move into the AJ Styles next. Now with this AJ, for the chest hair, I mean, you could use paint, but honestly, I'm going to try and use like a mechanical pencil and just pencil that on there so you can get really thin strokes there. I have done it before, but it does rub off. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and obviously draw the chest hair on, and I'm going to try and seal it and see if that'll help with a light little seal above the chest hair. Okay, Okay, so I finished it up and I accidentally smeared it in the process, so I had to redo it. So be very careful. You definitely want to try and seal this. So hopefully the sealing does work, and I use this AJ Styles as a reference for, you know, how his chest hair looks. And I think it came out really freaking good. Chest hair is so underrated in these figures. They like need to be added, honestly, because like when it's not there, it's a really big factor that's missing. So I think this figure looks ultimately like 1,000 times better. So let's try and seal it. Okay, so it doesn't look the best, but you know, I am a little rusty. It's not the best fade I've done. I did end up putting a light coat of black over the beard, so it just all around ties everything together and looks better. But I mean, it's not the worst. I could have done better. You can't even really see it that well on camera, but either way, there was no hair there to begin with, so I think it looks better regardless. But you know, not the best fade work I could have done, but you know, not too shabby, not too bad. So I'm going to seal it up and we can see the finished product at the end. Okay, so I kind of want to get the hard part over with and sculpt this belt buckle, because that'll be the hardest thing to do in this video. After that, I'll just have to do a bunch of painting, and you know, that's not as hard. But I don't know if you can tell. You can sort of tell, like you can see the giraffe neck on this, right? I don't know what that is about. At some angles it looks okay, but you know, overall it is a little bit of a giraffe neck. But you know, it is what it is. It's not that bad if you point it at certain angles. So I don't think I'm going to be able to sculpt this on camera. So I'll probably just cut to the sculpting afterwards. So with this Finn Balor, I was honestly thinking of like painting that logo right here up on the upper thigh area, and then like acetoning off the crotch piece right here so it's not purple, it's just all black. I'm thinking I'm going to do like purple and white socks so it can still tie into the little towel attached to the back here, and then we'll be finished up with this Finn Balor. Okay, so I did it all. It does look a little glossy, so I'll probably do some put a matte finish on there, but the purple did come off, so now we're going to move on to the socks. Okay, so here's almost the finished product here. It's just a little messy, but I'm fine with that. I'm not the best. And we did the socks, so we're gonna seal it up and show you the finished product at the end. And last but not least, we have the Sephrons we're gonna be working on here. It's just basically, this is gonna be a little bit of a struggle to me because I'm terrible at color matching. So I have to color match this darker gray here on the inner thigh here, and I'm gonna paint it onto the jacket here, onto the vest, front and back, and then I'm going to also paint it the belt buckle as well. The whole belt buckle, I'm going to paint it that darker gray. I'm going to outline the wrist tape with darker gray, and yeah, so I'm just going to have to color match and paint the rest of it gray. Okay, so I did the belt buckle off camera, well, most of it, and this is what the vest turned out to look like. I really like the vest. Now, the color is certainly different, but I feel like it'll tie in once I do the wrist tape, and obviously with the vest, it'll look okay, and I'm not trying to... It doesn't need to be perfect for me, honestly, so I don't even know how I would get this type of color. I would have to really do some research and try and figure it out, so I'm not trying to go through the hassle. So we're just going to finish this up real quick and see how it looks. Okay, and here is the finished product. Finally, we got everything set and done. We're going to start from the back, which is basically just the you know, missing pieces that just put stuff together. Like, this wasn't even what I was trying to do, but this was just what was left over, and I had to put this head on here, which doesn't look bad. This is when Seth Rollins won his first Royal Rumble. This doesn't even fit. I mean, Mattel heads don't even fit on AEW bodies, but if you could figure that out, maybe with some sticky tack, it'll look pretty decent there. The Cody Rhodes head fit decently okay. It looks a little weird at some angles, but honestly, this looks pretty good. Good tattoo placement. It has the neck cut out and everything like that. And I don't think this looks too freaking bad, honestly. I would definitely try and check this out with your AEW heads, because AEW Jazzwares did make some good, decent Cody Rhodes head scans. And this was just a simple chest hair improvement here, which I think does improve it a lot. Whenever I decide to use these figures that I put the chest hair on, we'll see if it rubs off or not, and I will update you guys on how the seal worked, on if it worked or not. Here we go, is Roman Reigns. This is just a different, like, a hair sculpt, I guess you could say, hair sculpt paint. I painted the beard, and I tried my attempt at a fade. Not the best, but also not the worst. I mean, I feel like it was better than it was. Like, obviously, there was nothing there, so, you know, maybe on my next attempt, I'll get the fade done just a little bit better. You know, not my best, but, you know, not my worst. Now, Finn Balor. This one is an underrated one, but I really like it. I really like how the logo came out on the thigh there. The socks look pretty good, and, like, overall, I feel like if you just look at this from head to toe, let's just move this back here. It looks pretty freaking cool, especially with the jacket and the Money in the Bank, because he is my current Money in the Bank holder, so I think that looks really nice. A nice little, clean little touch-up details that makes a figure pop, and it doesn't have to be a full-on, you know, paint the whole legs and a whole different attire change. Now, this one was the big project, and I think overall it came out pretty freaking nice. I don't know if you can tell the little dark gray lining on the wrist tape. I tried my best there. I tried my best with the belt buckle. Not the best, but, you know, I feel like it was better than it was. Then there being nothing there at all. The grays don't exactly match, but I still think it looks pretty freaking decent and pretty freaking cool. Obviously I had to add the chest hair, and that just looks, I think that makes the figure look a million times better. Like, I don't understand why they keep skipping out on the chest hair with the Seth Rollins figures. And the back tattoo, like, there's still no back tattoo, unfortunately. So that's just, I don't even know how that happens or why they even choose to do that. So we're going to actually put this jacket on and see how it looks and wrap up the video. And here is a nice little look at it with the vest on, and I think it looks pretty freaking clean and pretty nice with that slight little change. Honestly, like, it's so underrated on how slight little changes can really just change a figure and really make or break a figure. These slight little changes really just upgraded this figure by a mile, and I certainly will be using this in my own little video fed here. I'm hoping that this top piece doesn't, like, rub off the chest hair while I try and put it on and take it off, but we will see. Anyways, I think that about wraps everything up. Let me know what you guys' favorite custom I did was out of these few figures that I did. Let me know if you want to keep seeing these types of videos, and let me know if you guys have any ideas of, you know, some custom fix-ups, little things that I could do, or big projects that you might want to see in the future. Make sure to comment down below, like the video, and of course subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.